A very good evening, everyone, guys. Welcome to SUGARPROP. We are India's first land-backed investment platform. As we speak, I see a couple of people who have joined in. So, as we speak, almost 83, 84 people have joined in. We have Mr. Funny Raj, Mr. Lokesh, who have posted on chat box. Couple of names. What I can read is Ranjit Kumar, Mr. Rohit, Mr. Lokesh, Jay Bajaj, Pradeep Vaibhav. All of you are very, very warm welcome. Subba Rao, we have Mr. Ishwar Parla, Anthony Pereira, Malika Arjun, Priyabrata ji. All of you are very, very warm welcome. Mr. Rajiv, Mr. Kaushal, Mr. Chirag, all of you are very, very warm welcome. So, guys, all of you are very, very warm welcome. Welcome to SUGARPROP. We are India's first land-backed investment platform. Opportunities which were previously reserved for the top 1% of investors. Those institutional grade land investment opportunity is what, as a platform, we get it to our investors. Now, the entire discussion revolves around the moment we talk about investment, the moment we talk about money, the moment we talk about any work, the moment we talk about anything which is related to money. The question is, are we dependent on one source of income? In our wealth creation, is 80% of our money, 80% of our earning comes from one source, whether it is a job, whether it is a rental income, whether it is a let's say some XYZ dealing business, whatever. Are we dependent on one source of wealth creation? And if we ask this question to ourselves, I think the answer will look something like this. In India, almost 98.7% people, they are dependent on one source of wealth creation. Uh, Only somewhere around 1.2, 1.3 would be around, around 2 crore people around that who are having multiple source of income. So, as a matter of fact, that 98.7% of us, all Indians, we are dependent on a single source of wealth creation. Now, who are those 1.3% people? The top politicians, the top bureaucrats. We talk about, the top movie stars, couple of businessmen who have multiple stream of business. Okay, one went down, second is up. If Sunil Shetty is not working today, still he's earning, in a good quantum of money, guys. So that's what creating multiple stream of income means. Now, land-backed investment platform has been the best kept secret. Ideally, it is supposed to be dominated by a set of people, a set of developer, a set of uh, land bankers, somewhere around that. The reason is it doesn't come to common public because common public are more marketed towards buying home, villa, plot or something like that. We ourselves we do that. Idea is people want us to be the consumer all the time, so that their made product can be sold. They don't want us to be the supplier. Same thing goes with gold and silver as well. You will never see an ad of a gold bar or a silver coin. You will always see the ad of a diamond jewelry, this jewelry, temple jewelry, X jewelry, Y jewelry. Products will be marketed. The real asset won't be marketed. Same way, land is never marketed, but all of these, the byproduct which comes from land, the apartment, villa, plot, where there is huge profits already added by the developer, huge upside, huge, expenditures, all the making and all that is added. That is what is marketed, so that we buy that. We don't buy the raw material. Also, high capital requirement, need of expertise, management of the asset, definitely industry data, lack of liquidity, and it has been the tool for very limited HNI and ultra HNI people, somewhere monopolistic in nature. The opportunity about which we are talking about today, a certain amount of money, that's around 30 lakh is the minimum ticket size of investment. You invest 30 lakh, almost 1.5 cover, 1.5 times value of land is registered on your name simultaneously. And today the exit price of that asset is somewhere around 60 lakh. So the target exit is around 60 lakh rupees. You are entering at 30. Your target exit is minimum 60. Your IRR over the tenure. So the tenure fixed is around 36 months, 3 years. Over 3 years, your 30 lakh would give you a 60 lakh exit, a defined exit. You are looking at 100% return on investment. And when you divide it by 3 years, it's somewhere around 32% of your net annual return. Is all the assets in SUGARPROP going to be this high return? No, definitely not. This is a much simpler asset. Ideally, we focus on giving 18% upwards return. In this particular asset, the entry is at 30, exit is at 60. The annual return is working out to be close to 32%. No. What are the investment highlights? High return, security cover 1.5x, easy entry and exit. The best thing about investment, which any good investor will think about, is not the entry but the exit. So easy entry and easy exit. It's a investment in a raw land of 30-acre villa plotted development by a tier A developer, and target tenure is defined as 36 months, that is 3 years. Now, with SUGARPROP, we city across 20 plus lease asset as well, 20 plus assets funded, 2000 plus certified investors, almost 780 crores of investment done. Skipping all of this. Now, we finished chapter 1 here, which is about the synopsis or the snapshot of the asset and all of that. We enter into the logical world of investment, how as humans we react, and what is going on behind the screen. These are three topics which we'll discuss in our chapter 2, which will last for another 2 to 3 minutes. Now, as humans or investors, we are very much tend and we are very much attracted towards all the hypes which are created, right? All of us, we are human and we get infatuated or attracted towards the hype which is human created hype. We don't usually, I'm not saying all, but most of us, we don't usually follow the real length and breadth of making wealth creation. We are very much carried away by human created hypes. Example, like what you can see on your screen, right? Mutual fund, it came up in a way, went up, now slowly coming down in a similar way. Cryptocurrencies came up in a very, very fast way, went very high. I remember a couple of small towns, tier 5, tier 6 towns, of India across south, east, west. People were talking about Dogecoin and all of that. People don't know about crypto, but they were trying to invest in Dogecoins and all of that. Today, almost all their asset value is sitting at 20% to 15% value. Very fast it came up, very fast it went down. Startups culture, I would not say all, but most of the startup, uh, all the IPO done, let's take for an example, whatever price they listed, today from that price they are at 30%. 100 rupees was the listing price, maybe 30 or 40 rupees the current price. Huge wealth has been wiped out. Huge. Common thing about all these three things is larger people have lost their money in all the human created hypes. Only people who made money were the initial guys, founders, and the near about people. One thing what can be arrived is these human hypes will keep on coming. Today it is startup or crypto. Tomorrow it may be, your metaverse. Something new can come. Another AI can come. All these things will keep coming. One couple of things which has been constantly there is not human created hypes, but which is God's money. In a short to medium term, God's money will always surpass any of the human created hypes. Now, what is God's money? According to the recent research done by the Best of Investment Committee across Middle East, God's money is, you can say, bullions, metals, natural resources, land. These are God's money. God's money has always been surpassing, like petrol once was 20 rupees, today it is 106, 5 rupee, right? Always appreciated. Gold was around maybe 200, 300, 500, today it is 55,000 rupees. Land would have been some 100 rupee square feet, today it is 30,000 rupees square feet in couple of places. They have always been appreciating, and people who have entered at the right time, couple of examples like HSR, people who bought in HSR for like 500 rupees per square feet, 30 40 at 12 lakh rupees, sorry, 6 lakh rupees. uh, Today the value is 3.6 crore. So huge wealth is created, right? So God's money will always surpass all the human created hypes. We as a platform, we have chosen land as our main investment uh, product all the while. Why? Because there are several logics. One simple logic is, if you see the past 25-year data, land has surpassed all other investment products. Anyone who has invested anytime 5 year, 10 year back in land, 36% to 32% annual return they have made in raw land. In raw land, not products. Now, let's come to, when we're talking about land, there are finished product of land. Now, what are those finished products? See, the example is as good as we talking about jewelries and we talking about raw gold bars. Today, when you talk about a 100-gram jewelry, that won't be 5 lakh rupees, that will be around 10 lakh rupees, because 40-50% margin making charge will be there, 10-20 like that. But when you talk about 100 gram of gold bar 999, it will be the same 5 lakh rupees. So when we talk about land investment, normal, when we talk about any land, raw land is one. Just uh, raw land is like the same gold bar, which will appreciate as per real market value. But any of these apartment, plot, commercial real estate, warehousing, finished products, these are like products where there is already high hype, high cost of capital, high margins, high profits are added, where the returns what we get are not real time. For an example today, very simple example. Today, when we talk about all these so-called commercial real estate assets, alternative investment platforms, commercial real estate is giving around 8% return, warehousing maybe 8.5, 9 max. Residential is giving around 2-3% return. You add appreciation little here, then 6-7 maybe. Now the question is, we are all buying that. Is there any fund in India or a NBFC or a VC fund or an investor fund or a AIF fund which is chasing 7-8-9% return? 7% return, 7.5% is a FD return. 8% is going to be inflation anytime soon. Chasing 7 or 8 or 9% is not going to create any wealth anytime soon. Who will do that? People who have like 500 crores, they want to secure 50 crore, they have put in a 8% rental asset just to divide the money. But is it actually going to make us wealthy? Definitely not. 8.5% run, no one is going to make ever the money. It has to be always the fight for bread and butter. Now, are the actual returns 8.5, 9, 10%? No. When someone is making a commercial asset, they are riding at 16-17% return. Warehousing is giving 15-16% greenfield return easily, 18%, easily 20% it is going. Uh, then where are the other part going? If 18% is the return, 8-9% is coming to us, where is the other 9% going? That is going to the aggregator. And that is why the comparison for all alternative investment will be with residential and fixed deposit. Why compare with both of these things where people are losing money? Compare it to the real market fund, and all the funds are chasing what? At least 18% return. So, what we are trying to say is that across all, people are making 18% upwards return. But we are shown to invest in something at 8.5, 9% return so that they make money. That too, it's an Excel calculations. With SUGARPROP, you get the opportunity to be an equity partner to almost all of those opportunities where you make 18% upwards return. Skipping all of this, uh, this I have already covered. I'll just cover it again. So, a 100 rupee rice, right? 1 kg. If we are trading it, it can go for 110 or it may go for 90. It will not become 200. But the same rice, if it is cooked a bit, made in a good shape, and it becomes a finished product like biryani, each plate sells for 200, 250, 2000 rupees. So from 100 to 1000 or a 2000 rupees, that is the kind of appreciation a raw material to finished product journey gets. Topic about the market fundamentals, or the myth I would call, and that's a personal analysis of our analytics. Indian banking system is designed in such a way that only the banks make money. Common people like you and me, we don't make money. Why? Uh, we'll show it here only on screen. Today, if bank needs 100 rupee, right? If the bank needs 100 rupee, they will take 10 rupee from 10 people. They got 100. What is the COC, cost of capital to the bank? For savings account, 2-3%. For fixed deposit, maybe 6.5-7%. Average 4% is maximum cost of capital for a bank. No. Cost of fund 4% max. Where are they applying the money? First product of a bank is home loan at 8.6% to 9%. Borrowed at 4, invested at 8.6, 9%. Second is personal loan. Borrowed at 4, invested at 11%. Uh, Corporate ODs and CCs. Borrowed at 4, invested at 12%. Construction finance, what you can see here, right? Borrowed at 4, invested at 14, 15, 20% also. Product funding of real estate project, land funding. Borrowed at 4, investing at 18%. Credit cards, if we delay some time, borrowed at 4%, invested at 30%. Lowest is 8.5, 9%, highest is 30. Average ROI for a bank they target is minimum 14 to 15%. Now, borrowed at 4, invested at let's say 14 or whatever, the spread is 10%. That's why what we say is Indian banking system is designed in such a way that only the banks make money. Common people like us, we don't make money. Now, the irony is out of this 100 rupee, 80, 85 rupees invested where? Home loan is real estate product, construction is real estate product, construction finance, product funding is real estate product. LAP, loan against property, is a real estate product. Out of this 100 rupee, 80 rupees invested in real estate only. Invested in real estate, made 18% profit, passed us 6 or 4%, rest 13-14% is kept by bank. So why not do that directly? Now all of us will feel, oh, bank money is safe. Fixed deposit as per RBI is only 5 lakh rupees safe. Beyond that, it's not safe. So yeah, Indian banking system is designed in such a way that only the banks make money. Common people, we don't make much money. The reason is the spread is 4 and 14%. If you see a Middle East or a Forget Middle East. If you see a Western bank or a Singapore bank, US bank, borrowing rate will be 5%. Example, lending will be 4, 3.5. Spread will be only that much. You take a stock market stock. Reliance is 200 rupee. Buying rate is 200. Selling rate is 198. Spread will be 1 or 2 rupee. Spread won't be 10%. So that's why Indian banking system is designed in such a way that only the banks make money. Common people like us, we don't make money. This is what we are trying to show you here on the graph, that this is what we get from bank. This is what actually bank is making. This is bank's profit. We are getting below the line money. No. Land as a product, very scarce. Indian population 145 crore. From 35 to 100 it took some time. From 100 to 145 it didn't take any time. If you take the top 20 cities of India, the metro, 20 lakh above population, you divide the urban land by the population, one person is not even getting 500 square feet of land. That is the situation. Land prices are on fire. In next 2 to 3 years, it is going to be more on fire in the coming time. Now, with this, we finish chapter 1, 2, and 3, our introduction. Myself, Jay Baid, a chartered accountant by profession, have been in EVA India for almost 4 years, done couple of IPOs like Team Lead Services and all of that. At SUGARPROP, as of now, we have done close to 780 crore of investment deployments and all. Current asset which we are talking about is bang on Satellite Town Ring Road. It is bang on the Satellite Town Ring Road highway. Now, who can apply in this opportunity? Indian citizen can apply. Foreign citizens are not allowed to apply. They are not permitted to buy a land asset in India. NRI and PIO can apply. LLP can apply, limited liability partnership. Private and public limited companies can apply. HUF, Hindu undivided family, can apply. Alternative investments can also apply. Now, what do SUGARPROP delivers to you? Risk-free assets, physical and actual ownership in sub-registrar, huge appreciation, minimum 18 to 24% upwards, financial heavy independence because you are beating 8-9% mythology, pride of owning a land on your name at sub-registrar office, it gets registered on your name, beat inflation and wealth creation. Now, how it is different from fractional ownership? The difference between fractional and actual ownership is very much defined. In a fractional ownership, when we talk about property registration, SPV is created and property is registered on SPV name, not on your individual name. Control is not there. In SUGARPROP model, the property is registered on your name at sub-registrar. You are the holder of the property. Individual exit. In a fractional ownership, exit is either not possible or very difficult. Resale and all that happens in less than 10% of scenario. Here, the exit is defined in SUGARPROP model because it is registered on your name. Partition deed happens. You get a guaranteed exit. In fractional ownership, it is a value based, not an area based. This is area based. A 1200 square feet of sellable land will be registered on your name. 2178 square feet of overall raw land will be registered on your name. Area and UDS both are defined. In fractional ownership, it is not defined. Minimum guarantee is there. Here the minimum guarantee is not there. Downside upholding is there. Yes, there is no downside at all. Upholding is there. In fractional ownership, there is no downside upholding. Tomorrow, if the building is empty, you may have to pay the maintenance. You're not getting rent. Returns are 18% upwards, 24% in this asset, 32. Uh, in fractional ownership, leftover 8.5% is what is given. So yeah, difference between the fractional and the actual ownership model. Uh, the best part is the land gets registered on your name at sub-registrar. Asset is located on the main backbone of Bangalore, that is central to Airport Road or towards Devanali STRR. Now, how does the process works? It's a simple process. SUGARPROP, along with investors, we are buying a land. Immediately, the land is given on JDA to a developer. SUGARPROP has bought the land. You are buying the land from SUGARPROP, giving it to a JDA together as a partner to a Cat A developer. 12 months, the plan sanction and the conversion happens. Partition deed happens and inventory gets allotted to us, which is sold and then exited. So this is the overall structure skeleton. At site, the land which is acquired there, the board of SUGARPROP. I can see a lot of questions. I will answer each of these questions at the end. Now, before land registration, uh, 15 days prior notice to be given, half a day, 4 hours, people have to invest at sub-registrar where they will hand the DD and the land will be registered on their name. Same for GDA, 15 days prior will be told. Partition deed, where allocation will happen on random drawing basis. Now, we'll come to the process. Before that, let us show you the exact location via drone shoot to all of you. Crossing Bhopal. Yalahanka, ICC Factory, Airport Trumpet, Devanali Junction. So if you can see in this junction, these are a couple of villas, apartments, Godrej and all. This is Purvankara's Purva land, Tivoli Hills on the STRR. That plotted development, sold out one. Hang on STRR. Satellite town ring road from Devonhead to Hoskote is already made. The ring road. So on the STRR left side, there is Merushri Villas, Double Delight, and Century Seasons, one of the Century's plotted development, selling at 5,500 rupees, all inclusive right now, around 80, 82 lakh, 83 lakh for a 1500. On the other side, there is Godrej Reserve and Brigade Oasis. Reserve of Godrej is an older layout. A lot of houses are made there. Brigade Oasis is a recent launch, sold out by Brigade Group. We are much before that, almost a kilometer before that, on STRR towards main road. So yeah, now today if you see STRR, on STRR across, you talk about Brigade 5,500, all inclusive. I'm saying not basic cost 4.5 and all. Godrej resale at same price. Prestige Park Drive 6,000. Purva Tivoli Hill 6,500, sold out. Century also same price. Any category A developer are between 5 to 6,000. Local developers are at 4,500. So established rate on STRR for a Cat A developer is 5,500. Today's rate, which is today's rate. Now, what is the what is the overall details? So today's rate established on airport main road and STRR is around, can be checked, 5,000 plus by any Cat A developer. For a 200 square feet plot, 60 odd lakh rupee has to be shell out minimum. What we are saying is today we are giving you the deal at just 2,499 base cost, 2,499, which doesn't include registration but includes GST, all other charges completely. Minimum lot size is 3. Individual investor can also apply. We'll merge it to 3 and make it a single lot. Now, anyone who is investing at, let's say 2,499 today, or 30 lakh rupees, is getting a land value registered on your name today of 60 lakh. 2,178 square feet, 2,178 square feet of land will be registered on your name in the sale deed on this investment, which in 36 months will be sold, and 60 lakh or upwards return would come to you directly in your account. Even a 2,400 square feet option is available, where an investor can invest around at 2,499, around 59.99, 60 lakh rupees, wherein the current 2,400 price there for a 5,000 rupees would be 1.2 crore around that. You can get it at just 59 lakh here in this deal. And in 36 months, the target exit would be 1.24. Again, 100% return ROI, divide by 3 years or 36 months, 33% of your annualized ROI. Now, how do you apply? It's a simple 3-step process. First process is your booking to sale deed, where you pay 2 lakh rupees and your booking is done. Once your booking is done, immediately the legal document will be handed to you online. It is vetted by Fox Mandal, DSK and Zuri Legal. You can also get it vetted by your lawyer. Within 15 days, a background verification will happen on each investor, where any investor who has a active criminal record, any low CIBIL or any financial, bigger defaults, as per ICICI rules, because they are our investors, those investors will be, application will be rejected. The EOI amount paid 2 lakh will be refunded immediately. Vice versa, if your legal has some issue, we are not able to satisfy, same, the amount would be refunded. No questions. After 15 days, a master frame sale agreement will be entered where 20% of amount will come in. So total price investment of ticket was 30 lakh. Already 2 lakh paid. 20% of 30 lakh is 6 lakh. 6 minus 2, 4 lakh rupees will come here. A master frame sale agreement will come in. Another 45 days, 80% amount will come. That is, sale deed will happen. So 0 day to 15 day to 30 day, sale deed will happen. This is step 1, sale deed. On the date of sale deed, you get the DD. One side, the registration will happen on your name. Post that, the sale deed can be added. Yeah. Now, second, from your sale deed JDA, 12 months plan sanction and conversion will happen, which is a cooling period. After that, 3 months, the partition deed will happen and exit will happen. Simple 3-step process: sale deed of the land on your name, conversion, plan sanction, partition deed, and exit. Overall process is around 18 months. Our target timeline we have taken on a higher end is 36 months. But the land is registered on your specific name. Now, power of compounding, couple of people from SAP, Google, like Mr. Rajesh or Pradeep and all, who had invested close to, let's say, 70 lakh rupees in one of the asset with us at 01 year. After two investment return and third gone, today the value is around 5.6 crore of the asset value. So the power of compounding is very, very high, and power of equity is very, very high. The kind of wealth creation, what Mr. Pradeep says, is that couldn't have happened even if it was any other investment, right? So that is how the power of compounding works. Now, what is the entry and exit point? Simple defined. We have taken two scenario. You exit at 5,000, one which is today's price, 5.5. After 36 months, there will be some appreciation for sure. 36 months we're saying. Let's say 6.5, 7,000. Today also a lot of deals there are at 6.5 also. But we are taking both 5 and 6.5. Today's price and a bare minimum upper price of 6.5. If you exit at today's price 5,000, your exit price is after 36 months is 60 lakh. If you exit at 6.5, it is 78 lakh. Investment was 30 lakh. You minus from here. In the first scenario, worst case, 36 months, no upside happens. Profit is 30 lakh. In the second scenario, the profit is 48 lakh rupees. Now, both the scenario at the time of exit, a 12% of the development and the marketing and exit fee will be charged on the total value on your exit value. Now, repeating the highlights, high return, 1.5x security cover, fully secured, zero risk, easy entry and exit with a tier A developer doing the entire transaction, and a target tenure defined. Amenities are not very important because it's an investment product. Couple of people they ask, can they retain? Yes, they can retain. After plan sanction and before RERA, all the investors will get intimation. Even at retention, the 12% of then launch price has to be paid. Now, 50 slots were available. I think 28 were subscribed, and then I think another 7 got. Now we have 15 slots since morning. What 7-8 have come. So another 15 slots which are there, and you can see on your screen the pop-up will come. People can go there and register. The moment you open the link, page will open where you have to fill the form, which is called a ABR form. You have to enter your name, contact number, email ID. Aadhaar and PAN is 100% mandatory along with LinkedIn profile, because for every investor we meet them face to face also once before onboarding. So name, contact number, email ID, Aadhaar, PAN card. We can have a face-to-face meeting tomorrow at our office where one of our CIO will be there to address you. Between Tuesday till entire of the weekdays, I will also be in office for anyone if they want to meet me directly as well. As posted, the link is also posted on the chat box, www.sugarprop.com/#ABR. Go there, name, contact number, Aadhaar, PAN card has to be submitted. Submit, go to next page, 50K ABR amount paid, your slot is confirmed. Tomorrow you can meet the CIO, or anytime you can also get in touch with me directly at our physical meeting. When you're driving on the STRR, you will definitely see our board on that upcoming uh, project there. About our founding team, myself Jaybed, founder CEO, CA Bhavna Khimka ma'am, a very senior finance professional, our CFO and co-founder. Nishan Prakash, one of the very well-known name in the lands space. Parveen is our CIO and Mr. Avijit as our CMO. Entry at 30, 100% exit at 60 or upwards. So the equity value is, even if it is 75 or 80, complete is yours. We're not keeping it. Entire upside is yours. Skipping all of this. Now, a lot of you will have a question in mind. What is the risk involved? So there's definitely risk involved with every investment. So this x-axis is called a risk axis. Y is called your return axis, which is there. This is one square. This is one square. This is one square, and this is one square. So in all of these squares, the first square is where the risk is low, return is low. Where not many people want to be. They want higher return. Second square is where your risk is high but return is low. No one wants to be there. No one wants to be there. Cut. Third square is your where the risk is high but return is high. There are investors who want to take that. The fourth square, which is the most ideal square, the risk is very low or minimal, returns are very high. Mostly physical assets. Here, fixed deposit 6.5%, your risk is low, returns are also low. Traditional real estate, since why am I calling little risk is there? Because in flats and all of that, there is a lot of these margins, profits, interest, those making charges added, right? Like jewelry. So that element I call it as risk, that 5, 10, 15%. The returns are slightly up, but again in the same first quarter per square only. Stocks, it can make you hero. 100 can become 10,000. 100 can become zero also. 17, 18% average return they give. It can make you hero or zero as well. Private equity, VC funds, NBFCs, 20, 18, 20, 24%, but highly risky. 80% chance of wiping out. SUGARPROP is the only method where you have 1.5x cover land registered on your name on day one. So you're secure. Whenever land liquidates, you get the money. And definitely you get the higher money because you are getting it at a 50% discounted rate registered on your name today. The returns are almost 24% upwards. Now, what are the risks? There can be legal complication risk when we talk about land. Before even getting into an agreement, you are doing the legal due diligence. So legal risk is negated because you are doing your legal with your lawyer. Second is execution risk. Plotted development with a Cat A developer. Plotted is there is no construction risk involved. It is a simple mere plot cutting, like a Burfi cutting. Developers like Prestige Brigade, or for that matter Shobha, or for that matter Goel and Co, or Godrej, or Gopalan and all, any of these Cat A, there with them keeping in mind the returns are much higher and risk is not at all there because they are all relied partners. And then fourth, what can be the risk? Because whatever money you have paid, 1.5x land is registered on your name. Now, yeah, guys, with this, we come to the end of the webinar. People can go to www.sugarprop.com/#AVR and yeah, they can go to www.sugarprop.com/ABR. Only those 15 registrations which will come, we will only be taking them ahead for our next process. I will just start taking the names. So registration, the first registration which has come is Surendra Divi. Surendra Divi, PAN card ending with 6324Q. We have got your registration. Sriras KP, Das KP, PAN card ending with 2406A. We have got your registration. Venkat Raman Shetty Lokesh Shiba. Mr. Venkat Ramanji, we have got your registration. Excuse me. So we are 3 slots gone. Pradeep Godpade. Pradeep Godpade ji, Magna, we have got your registration. 4 registrations down, 11 slots which are remaining. Abhinay Pandey, PAN card ending with 3648K. We have got your registration. Prashant Rastogi, PAN card ending with 6533A. We have got your registration. 6 are down, 9 more to go. Okay. Suresh Reddy, PAN card ending with 6754J. We have got your registration. One more, Vaibhav Rajput, PAN card ending with 2555J. We have got your registration. Shilpa Bankud, PAN card ending with 7203L. We have got your registration. We are 9 registrations down, 6 slot remaining. Rajneesh Khurana, PAN card ending with 3320J. We have got your registration. Anshuman Das, Debashish Mohanty. Anshuman Das, PAN card ending with 8255F. We have got your registration. And Debashish Mohanty, 1757A. We have got your registration. 11 registrations down. Sarat Kondala, PAN card ending with 7154K. We have got your registration. 12 down, guys. 3 more slots remaining. Debnath Das, PAN card ending with 2384D. We have got your registration. 13 down, 2 more to go. Yeah. So yeah, guys, with this impact of STCG and cash payment, Mr. Anthony Pereira. Okay. Cash payment and all, sir, these are not the discussions here. We don't accept all of that. Short-term capital gain. So the exit happens before 24 months. 36 is the outer limit. You are applied short-term capital gain. Beyond, the moment it crossed 24 months, it is long-term capital gain. While I am a chartered accountant, but taxation, I would still say, you check with your personal accountant. But again, the larger question here is that the upside is so, the upside is so huge that this 10 or 20%, we are not talking about 8, 9, 10% return, right? This 10 or 20% taxation won't have any impact because the upside is really very, very, very huge in this transaction. Kumar Ketan Dadaria, PAN card ending with 1742M. We have got your registration. Guys, we are 14 registrations down, one last slot remaining. Please share the link again. Pradeep Godpade. I have redone it. Now, if you have any questions, I'll be taking all your question and answers for next 2 minutes. If not, we will quickly wind up. We are 14 registrations down, one last slot remaining. Are you guys giving any? Mr. Rohit is asking, are you guys giving any guaranteed 100% appreciation in 3 years? Yes, Mr. Rohit, it is an 100% target return. Rather, today itself, if you see the prices are 5,500, you can check. And there is no inventory also left in any of those products. I took 10 names, none of those 10 on that road has even a single good inventory, but for odd plots. So today, if the price is 5,500, you're getting a 2,499. It is more than guaranteed. It is delivered, uh, profit because it's getting registered on your name. How do you pick and choose and who gets which corner facing and all that? Mr. Lokesh, the allocation will happen on a random basis where all the inventory will come and people will pick. Uh, pick and choose cannot happen because it's an investment product. Do you charge any percentage at end at exit? Yes, Mr. Subbarao ji. 12% of transaction we charge at the end. As should go. Do you guys have any other project? Yes, Mr. Shiva. A lot of projects. A couple of them on Harlu Road, one in Electronic City, two on Old Madras Road, which is there, SBR, Tejas, and a couple of other projects. Some Candy projects we have co-invested. Uh, a lot of projects which we have delivered in the similar model. In North, we have more than 6 plotted development which we have done. Why cannot category developer buy this land? They can easily get the bank funding now. Mr. Ranjit Kumar, very, very good question. Mr. Ranjit, the land has been purchased by us. So how will they buy? So the entry land and the behind we have already purchased. SUGARPROP is already purchased. You will be buying from SUGARPROP, right? So out of the 30 acre, 22 acre SUGARPROP will buy, 8 acre will be for investors. Totally, it's a 30 acre development. So when the land is ours today, any brand is ready to come there, but we have to give the land to them, right? So we are not ready. We will give it as a co-investment product to them, joint venture. Mr. Lokesh, do we get access to see the land geo? Yes, Mr. Lokesh, you can definitely visit the location at site itself. Exit, Mr. Sada Brahmaji. If it's delayed, uh, is there any additional perks? Mr. Sada Brahmaji, as per Master Frame Sale Agreement, there is already a protection for the investor. 18% minimum return is already guaranteed in the agreement. Exit is between possible. Pradeep Ghodpadeji, definitely exit happens in 18 or 24 months. Whenever it happens, even before it is possible. Let's say some emergency, someone wants to exit. Definitely those few investors, we will give an emergency exit on a human ground basis. Difference between investing directly in Brigade versus SUGARPROP. Mr. Jay Bajaj, coincidentally our name is same. When you buy in Brigade Oasis, price is 5,500. Much better location towards main road and a better brand. You're getting at 2,499. So the difference is this 2,800 rupees. What you are getting. You are becoming a landowner with me in this transaction. Profit of landowner is what you are getting. I think, yeah, with this we come to the end of the webinar. I think I was able to answer all your queries. Lastly, I request all of you to please connect with me in LinkedIn. My name is Jay Beg. It's a good platform to connect. Thank you. Take care and bye bye.